Hey guys, it's Jessica with Stay Cozy Creative Co. and it's March Madness, so I have the game on back here right now. I'm waiting for my Iowa Hawkeye women's team to start playing at 2 o'clock. So while I listen to that, I'm also going to be working on this blanket. I have 3 of my sunflower granny squares made right now, and I'm going to do something a little bit different than I've done before, where I have those 3 attached together, and then I'm just going to finish off the rest of the blanket with crochet stitches rather than it being a full granny square blanket. So I am going to work on that while I watch the game, and then I'll show you how it turns out. All right, this is what I have so far. I added 2 skeins to this side, and this is gonna be the top side of the blanket, and then I'm gonna do longer on that side. And I have my game up here so I can watch while creating. Okay, so I have already added this top part to the blanket here. I connected my 3 squares, and you can see it's a little angled like this right now, but my hope is that when I add to this other side that it's going to kind of spread it out more evenly. So I'm going to show you how I attached my double crochets to this side. So I ended up doing double crochet stitches because I felt like the single crochet was going to be just a little too tight of a stitch for what I wanted in this blanket. And so I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Okay, so we're going to find the corner to get started over here. And in this sunflower granny square pattern, there are 4 double crochets in the corner. So I'm going to go in between 2 and 2 right here. And then there should be 2 stitches here on the outside. And so what I usually like to do is go through the one on the furthest side so that it pulls this side up and there's not like a gap when beginning. And so I'm going to start there. And I just realized maybe that's why this bulges out a little bit. So maybe actually I should start here and then I can connect to that afterwards. So, okay, I'm actually going to do that. So in this corner, there's the 2 stitches, and I'm going to start by going through this top one here. So I usually just find the stitch that I want to go under, and then take my yarn and just push a loop through there, and then have just like a little bit of tail so that you don't lose it. And I'm going to do a slip stitch just to connect that right there. And then I'm going to chain 2, and I'm doing that because since I'm doing a double crochet stitch, I want to make sure that this is tall enough so it's not pulling over to the side. So I'm going to wrap my yarn around my fingers, and then we're just going to go into every stitch along this top side here. So here's my next stitch. So I'm going to go under both of those strands, pull my new loop up and through, and then make my double crochet stitch. So we only want to go through these top 2 strands. I'm not going into this gap here, so you have some yarn underneath here. And that will just help ensure that we don't have too many spaces that look like holes. So if you need extra help with this double crochet stitch, I had some extra videos on my channel to show you how to do that. Okay, so when we get to this corner here, I've already connected these 2 squares, and so it might look a little more jumbly here, but what I want to do is go through, let's see, okay, so here are the corners to these 2 squares here. So I want to actually go through both of those. Or actually, I just realized on this side, when I had a loop going up, I went into the corner and then I went into this stitch where I connected them, and then I went into this corner. So I should probably do that here so that the sizing mimics the sizing there. So I'm going to first go into this corner stitch right here. Now I want to go in line with this stitch where I connected the two. So honestly, I'm just grabbing this. There's kind of just a loop there. And so I'm going to go into there. And then I'm going to go into this next corner on this side. So my goal is just to make these sides mimic each other. This still is bulging out more, so we'll see once I get all the way across if this kind of fixes it doing it on this side, or if I just made that side too wide. Okay, and then when we get to this other side here, again, I want to finish off by going into that corner, and here's the two stitches, so we're just going to go into this top one here. Because my plan is to make a border around the whole entire blanket when I'm done. Okay, and I feel like that looks more natural than up here where I went into that next stitch, because when I do my granny squares together, I do go into that next stitch because it helps pull the two corners of the squares together. But this is different since I'm only going back and forth, and so I'm realizing that this is the correct way to do it and this is too much. So will I go back and fix it? I don't know. Well, I'll probably have to see what it looks like and how big of a difference it makes when I get done. So at this point, if you are efficient at working both with your left and right hand, then you could just start working back the other way. I am going to actually flip my piece over so that I can more easily use my right hand. So now, before I move on, I'm going to chain 2, just like I did in the very beginning. And then I'm going to be going into these top parts of the stitches. So I'm going to be doing the same thing that I was doing before, but I kind of just have to pay attention to where those first stitches are so that I'm going through the correct side, and I'm sticking with my double crochet stitches here. So when I first did this, I was going through this part on the back because I could see it better, but you really need to make sure that you're going through this top actual stitch, and it kind of like faces over to the front since we were working the other way first. So just be aware of that and make sure that you're finding the correct placement for your stitch. So I'm just going to keep working this way all the way across, and then when I get to the other side, I'm going to flip my work back over to the front side so that I can work with my right hand again, going back the other way. So this is where I'm working here, and then this is where I'm watching my Iowa women's basketball team in the NCAA tournament. They're currently up, so hoping for a good second half. Okay, well, I'm out of time, and this is as far as I got on my project for today. So I'm really happy with how it's looking so far. I really wanted the flowers to look more like accent pieces in this blanket, and so my plan is to continue the rest of the way with this olive color with my double crochet stitches until the end. So I've already used a couple skeins, so I'm guessing I'm gonna need, I mean, I want it to probably be like this long. I don't know. It's gonna be quite a few more skeins. So I think the hand crochet is definitely taking more yarn than the hand knitting would have, but that's okay because I like the look and the feel of it, and I feel like it kind of goes with the granny squares better because that's hand crochet as well. So thanks again for watching today. I'm going to go pick up my daughter and turn on the Iowa game on the radio. And if you're watching March Madness, I hope that your team is doing well, just not beating mine. And again, I'm Jessica, and until next time, stay cozy, creative, and kind.